It was a chilly evening when James arrived at the airport, his heart pounding with excitement for his long-awaited vacation. As he strolled through the bustling terminal, he couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. As he approached his gate, he noticed an eerie silence that seemed to hang in the air. The usual hum of conversation was absent, replaced by an unsettling stillness. James took a seat and tried to shake off his unease, but it only intensified as time passed. Glancing around, he noticed a family sitting across from him, a mother, father, and their young daughter. They appeared to be engrossed in a conversation, yet no sound reached James's ears. He blinked, and in an instant, the family vanished. Heart racing, James looked around frantically, but there was no sign of them. He approached the gate attendant, his voice trembling as he asked if anyone else had seen the family. The attendant's eyes widened in alarm as she informed him that no such family had been at the gate. James's mind reeled with disbelief. Had he imagined it? But he was certain he hadn't. As he boarded the plane, the image of the vanishing family haunted him. Throughout the flight, he couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, of unseen eyes following his every move. To this day, James wonders what became of the family and whether the airport harbors secrets beyond imagination. Sarah had always been a cautious traveler, meticulously checking and double-checking her belongings. So when she spotted an unattended suitcase near her gate, she felt a surge of unease. The suitcase was plain black, no tags or identifiers in sight. Sarah glanced around, expecting its owner to return at any moment, but as minutes passed, no one came to claim it. Her curiosity piqued. Sarah approached the suitcase cautiously. She hesitated, then reached out to inspect it. As her fingers brushed the handle, a cold shiver ran down her spine. Suddenly, the suitcase began to shake, as if something inside was struggling to break free. Sarah stumbled back in horror as the zipper burst open, revealing nothing but darkness within. A chill wind swept through the terminal, extinguishing the lights one by one. Sarah's heart raced as she backed away, unable to tear her eyes from the gaping maw of the suitcase. Just as suddenly as it began, the wind ceased and the lights flickered back to life. But the suitcase remained, a sinister reminder of the darkness that lurked within. Terrified, Sarah fled the airport, vowing never to return. But the memory of the abandoned luggage still haunts her dreams, a constant reminder of the horrors that can lurk in the most unexpected places. As Mark settled into his seat on the plane, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. The flight attendants seemed tense, exchanging worried glances as they went about their duties. As the plane taxied down the runway, Mark's unease only grew. Suddenly, there was a loud bang, and the aircraft lurched to a halt. Panic spread through the cabin as passengers clamored for information. The pilot's voice crackled over the intercom, announcing that there had been a mechanical failure and they would need to return to the gate. Relieved that they would be safe on the ground, Mark watched as the plane made its way back to the terminal. But as they approached, he realized something was horribly wrong. The airport was deserted. There were no other planes, no ground crew, no sign of life whatsoever. Mark's heart pounded in his chest as the plane came to a stop, the engines whining to a halt. With mounting dread, Mark and the other passengers exited the plane, only to find themselves in a deserted terminal. The lights flickered ominously overhead as they wandered through the empty corridors, searching for any sign of life. But the airport was eerily silent, devoid of any living soul. Hours passed, and still, there was no sign of rescue. Mark and the others huddled together, their fear growing with each passing moment.